Hey, what's up everybody? This is Nate Angus, going over days 5 through 10 of the 30 Days For Me challenge. So last time we talked, I had gotten 2 run workouts, 2 weight workouts in, and I was going to be working on more of pacing myself with eating. So where have I gone since the last video? So I did take Friday off. My ankles are pretty sore from all the impact that I'm not used to doing with the running and stuff like that. I needed it. I was tired. I got home from work and just hit the couch and fell asleep. Woke up, spent a little bit of time with the family, did some work and crashed Friday night. Saturday I did another weight workout. Felt real good. I'm starting to get back into the swing of things. It feels good to move around. I love that the workouts that I've planned aren't extremely long, about 30 minutes total at this point, at this phase, the first 2 weeks, and it feels good to get moving again. Now I've kind of held back on the running stuff, again to give my ankle some time, but I'm also getting one of my coworkers who is certified in the program that I'm kind of working through to work with me. Coach me on some of the drills, kind of help me build out the program, because it's a little bit too much running for me at this point because I haven't run quote unquote long distances in 8 or 9 years. So it's just a lot on me. As far as my nutrition goes, again, I'm still a little bit impulsive. I'm trying to be a little bit more mindful about my speed. I got my app out that I really enjoyed that is no longer available. And use that to time my bites last night, bite per minute. My wife made a wonderful meal: meatloaf, mashed sweet potatoes, carrots, green beans, and I did 11 bites. I got 11 bites and I was full. I was done. It killed me mentally. Psychologically, it drove me nuts that I had food left on my plate. I know I was raised this way. I'm sure a lot of you were raised this way, that you got to clear your plate. You got to get everything on your plate. And you know, there's a certain mentality for that. You want to make sure as children that they're eating enough, that they're eating all their vegetables, getting all the nutrients that they need to grow. But it kind of sets up a mentality, a condition as to where that we have to eat everything on our plate, or else we failed or we've insulted somebody. And that can lead to overeating, and certainly I'm that way. We talked before about speed of eating, that you kind of wolf everything down and you don't realize you're hungry yet because it takes 20 minutes for the signals to get to your brain from your stomach. You go get more because it was so good. And then you eat 2 plates, 3 plates, you go up to the buffet, you get 4 or 5 plates, and then all of a sudden you just feel like you're going to burst. You feel like you're full up to here. If you have another bite, you're going to get sick. And kind of repetitiously over time, that eating everything on your plate, especially if you overfill your plate, can lead to a nutrient surplus, a calorie surplus, which leads to weight gain in the simplest forms. So be aware of that, especially as we're coming up on Thanksgiving now. Today is 21 November. So we got Thanksgiving in a couple of days. My plan for Thanksgiving, because I know I'm going to enjoy the food that we're going to have, is to get little bits of everything and taste everything and try everything and eat slowly and enjoy the company of my family. Because we don't get together very often. We're kind of spread out. But make sure I'm getting a taste of everything. The other thing, a benefit of that is if you're just getting a little bit of everything, you're not concerned if maybe next time it comes around, there's not any left, and the person that's serving after you isn't like, oh man, Nate got a serving of mashed potatoes this big, I better go ahead and get some. And then somebody maybe gets left out. I know in large families like mine, we had 5 kids. That was kind of the mentality, eat as fast as you can, get as much as you can, just to make sure that you're able to get it, so that your sister next to you doesn't take the last piece of whatever, last hamburger, last piece of pizza, last piece of bread, and then you're sitting there wanting it, but you can't have it. So pacing, eating slower. I felt better when I ate a bit slower. Now today I didn't do as well. I didn't have my app with me, so I tried to pace myself a little bit better. I didn't eat as much food as I did last night. I just didn't have that much food with me, but I could tell I ate a bit quicker. It took me about 15 minutes to eat my meal, which isn't bad considering usually it takes about 5. So over the last 5 or 6 days since last time I did this, I've had a couple workouts. I've kind of tweaked a few things based on my body's response to the exercise, to make sure I'm not injuring myself as I'm trying to be proactive and getting back into working out. So I'm really excited about this program. After this week, this is week 2, I will increase my my volume of my workouts. It's going to be the same exercises, more repetitions, more sets. I'm really going to challenge my cardiovascular system in that way, and I'm really getting excited about that. Some other things coming up, I'm going to start working on agility and like metabolic conditioning type stuff, because I'll be taking over a class at work, which is called agility class, which is really to reintegrate people from their rehab back into their sport or return to duty activities. I'm getting used to plyometrics and running and sprinting and jumping and throwing and catching, to really get used to absorbing those blows that we get in everyday life. And I'm really excited about that. It's going to whoop me into shape even more. So again, this is day 5 through 10, I believe. I know this was kind of scattered, just kind of a stream of thought, but that's what I'm working on now. I'm really excited about Thanksgiving, getting to see family. I'm really excited about the changes at work, and I'm really excited about sharing this with all of you. I really hope you'll share this with anybody that maybe could benefit from my story and my journey here. I would really appreciate it if maybe you click subscribe so you know whenever I put a new video up, and hit the like button, give me a thumbs up, because I really believe there's a lot of good information, experience that I can share with all of you to get back into health. I know it's a hard journey, but having that support and that guidance along will make it much easier, and we're all learning together. So anyway, that's that.